It's time now for Web Wars. I'm Megan O'Brien, and I'm joined by Dolphins.com's John Ginjemi. John, thank you so much for joining me.
No problem, Megan.
All right, so an exciting time down in Miami. You guys are off to a 3-0 start. Kind of unexpected for some, but how confident is this team heading into Foxborough?
I think the team's confident, but they don't want to get ahead of themselves. 3-0 is a great start, especially when some of the national pundits around the country had us maybe in the 20s, in the high 30s going into this year. So in terms of where their expectations for the Dolphins after the season was ending.
Ryan Tannehill back after missing a year. What's the biggest difference that you've noticed with him returning this season?
Ryan is playing with a lot of confidence, and I do think it helps with guys like Danny Amendola and Albert Wilson now in the offense. He gives them expectations, but he gets good feedback from those wide receivers. And I think the biggest thing for Ryan is his expectation level has gone up. His communication skills have gone up. And he's letting those guys know where he wants them, when he wants them. And I think that's been the biggest feedback for him to have success this year early.
You mentioned the wide receivers, and Tannehill got the job done against Oakland, but what happened to the running game? It completely disappeared. What do you attribute this to, John?
I would have to credit the Oakland Raiders in that defensive front seven. I also credit Adam Gase as the head coach and the play caller getting away from the running game, starting throwing it more on first down in the second half, and that led to some success. The Dolphins lost terribly in time of possession, but they won with explosive plays down the stretch, and they were able to stretch the Oakland defense away from the line of scrimmage with the passing game.
Xavier Howard emerging as one of the top corners in the league. Last year we saw him have 2 interceptions against the Patriots, and he completely shut down Brandon Cooks. But this week it will be a different task at hand and possibly covering Rob Gronkowski. Now, the Jaguars and Detroit took care of Gronkowski, but how do you envision that matchup taking place?
I think Xavier is used to playing on the opponent's best receiver, whether that's a tight end, whether that's a wide receiver. I think he can do a little bit of everything. And he's one of those guys that's playing at a high level. So you look around the league and you'd say, who's the corner that you don't want to go against right now? And one of them might be Xavier Howard.
You said the top receiver. That's a big question mark over here in Foxborough. We'll have to see how that plays out. We'll see you on Sunday. Thank you so much for your time, John.
You got it, Megan. Anytime.